used for advertising if Google approves it. Startup Blipper recently released what it claims to be the first image recognition technology for glass. Blipper is best known for its smartphone app where users can scan a brand logo using the app to unlock all kinds of interesting content from the brand. Blipper has almost 5 million users worldwide, over 750 brands and publishers on the platform. Ambarish Mitra is the founder and CEO of Blipper. He joins us this morning here at Post 9. Rish, it's great to have you. Welcome. We were just talking about the concept for the business came before glass was ever an idea, but the convergence now of the two is hugely fortunate for you in the business.
Yeah. So, I mean, we founded the business with the philosophy that Blipper is going to bridge the physical and digital, and that whole phenomena was being run through mobile. But evolution of glass and bringing the concept of wearable computing through a head-mounted device, it definitely enhances and possibly reduces friction. How people access information.
Is something like glass more than a gimmick, really? I mean, when you see the price point now at around $1,500, even if it comes down to $1,000, is it going to reach anywhere near the scale of the smartphone and the installs you have there anytime soon?
I mean, smartphones are very expensive as well when they came out. I think any form of disruptive technology, whether it's LCD television, mobile phones, always start up with a high price point. But I think the anticipation is the only way I see wearables becoming smart are for two reasons. One is you'll be wanting to wear it even when it's switched off, so it's very stylish. And secondly, users of it. And I think hence companies like Glass rely on technologies like Blipper to actually make the device smarter.
The wearable space is still fairly nascent, but you have a couple pretty big clients in your 750 company database: Sony, Nike, Disney, Coca-Cola. What results have those companies seen from the way that they've integrated your product so far?
What we are doing in our business model is we are actually enhancing the value of above-the-line media. So brands still spend majority of their budget in outdoor press, all forms of advertising. And by making it interactive, we are making it pull-based. So users are actually able to drive value out of this real advertising and drive more engagement.
So what does Google have to say about you guys?
I mean, Google doesn't have an opinion or hasn't given an official take on this, but we are not infringing Google's policy because Blipper is 100% opt-in pull-based behavior. Doesn't mean that advertising subconsciously appears in front of your screen. You decided to blip something and you actually engage with the ad.
What other wearables could you see adopting this technology? Where are you in the development cycle?
I mean, we want to be the default space, the default verb to blip wherever there's a lens, whether it's wearable computing, whether it's a wristwatch, whether it's a glass, whether it's a phone, wherever there's a lens, when people interact with that lens, we want that behavior to be called blipping.
What about television? It's a similar area to what Shazam is in. It's an area where there's lots of product placement, and I'm sure brands would be interested in having more information pop up. Is that interesting, or are you more interested in the real world?
Today we work on every consumer touch point other than radio. So Blipper is on television already, having worked with Paramount Pictures and few others. And Shazam is simply an audio recognition technology, but we feel the visual field is 1,000,000 times better than an audio field.
If you can scan a company's logo, the QR code at this point is pretty much outdated, right?
Yeah.
Wow, that went quickly, right? Yeah. Lasted 5 minutes. You know, Google has been acquisitive. What if they came to you and said, here's $1 billion, would you take it?
Not at all. I think we are driving a behavior. We're seeing what we're building, and there's a huge potential. I think in 4 years' time will be a completely different era where people would be accessing information way beyond just typing keywords in a search engine.
What about $19 billion?
We can play that game later. Ambarish, it's great to have you. Please come back.
Thank you.
Ambarish
Good to see you
Mitra,
guys.
the CEO of Blipper.
Up next, our next guest has introduced a bill to end federal